Hoi hoi folks, good morning, good afternoon and good evening wherever you are in the world. My name's Sean, aka Uncle Frogface, and welcome to today's video. If you're new here, then welcome. If you're not new, then welcome back. Today's video is going out late, and that is because it is a ScrawlrBox video. ScrawlrBox arrived really late today, so just so you know, it is currently just gone 7:30 in the evening. Let's see how quickly I can edit this and get it up on YouTube. But I've been in all day today because I've had a day off. I've actually been in my living room gluing together a Mandalorian helmet for a piece of cosplay. And yeah, the post came, Amazon delivery came. I was out in my garage at 4 o'clock this afternoon. No ScrawlrBox. Go out for a walk this evening, 7 o'clock, ScrawlrBox is on the mat. So sometime between kind of 4 and 7, this has been delivered. I put it down to it was going to arrive tomorrow. We are having strikes for Royal Mail in the UK, so I'm going to put it down to that. But anyway, enough about that. Without further ado, I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to crack this open and let's see if ScrawlrBox can continue with the good work they did last month with October ScrawlrBox. Let's open it up. Okay, here we are. I'm just going to grab my cup of tea as well. You know I can't do a ScrawlrBox unboxing without a good cup of tea. That's a lovely cup of tea. Right, okay. So ScrawlrBox. The items inside the ScrawlrBox, which is a mystery art box that is released every month, total more than the cost of the box itself, which I believe is now £18.99. But yeah, for every box that is delivered, a tree is also planted. Last month was a good ScrawlrBox off of a run of some ScrawlrBoxes. So let's have a look and see what we have here. So as always, we have, okay, these are supplies in this little parcel over here. So I'm going to pop that over there. We have a multimedia sketch pad. So that doesn't tell me much, except that it has a picture of a paint marker on the front here, so a silhouette I know well. This also looks like it's been done with some kind of paint marker. Looks very textured, maybe chalky marker. And this is Ericus Chesonis, graphic designer living in Austin, Texas, by way of upstate New York. There are the socials down there if you want to check them out. Interesting colours in that, some lovely pastels, and then we've got our ScrawlrR Zine as well. So I'll leave this to open up in just a few minutes because we don't want to spoil what's in here. So let's throw this out of the way. Every time I throw it out of the way and then afterwards I have to go and get it to put these back for when we do that. Anyway, right, okay, I can already see our sweet poking out, so let's just pull that out. Every month we get a sweet. So this is a Minions Swizzles Tropical Fizz bar with a sherbet centre, so that's a bit like a refresher bar, but tropical. Let's have a look in here. So in here we'll have our supplies, we'll have a menu, we'll have our little sticker as well. Yeah, okay, so we've got our sticker, which comes on the front of the ScrawlrR Zine. Things with Wings, that is our ScrawlrR challenge for this month. And then these are our supplies. So we have a Pentel permanent marker in black, I'm guessing. And then we've got some Yono. They're acrylic, they're Marabou paint pens. Have we had Marabou paint pens before? I know we've had other Marabou supplies. But yeah, we've got white, we've got grey, we've got mistletoe, nice. We've got pastel blue, we have got rose pink, and we've got pastel lilac. And then the Pentel, let's have a look. Yeah, permanent marker, suitable for most surfaces. Trying to find out a little bit more information. I can't see anything there. Okay, so be interesting to see how much each of these markers are, because it doesn't feel like a huge amount in these supplies, but I know from other paint markers I have, just to give you an idea, along with a capo, this is my big box of paint markers. There's a lot of Posca in there, and I know Posca can be quite pricey, and I just realised there's a bunch of those down the back that have fallen out as well, so even more paint markers. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the price of these are. Let's have a look on here actually. So the Marabou Yono markers, they say $23.99 for the sets. So I haven't looked that up, but I'll do a quick check before our next video and tell you whether that's correct. The bullet point marker is £1.39. Yeah, the custom ScrawlrBox pad, again, I've said this before, you know, putting a price on this is a little bit arbitrary because you can't actually buy it separately, so we wouldn't really know what the cost of the paper is. It's 160 GSM. Oh, one sheet has already fallen out. It's very smooth. Very, very smooth. It's a bit Bristol papery. Quite flimsy as well. I'll be interested to see how these hold up against these paint markers. There has been a recent history of ScrawlrBox paper not necessarily matching the materials that we get. Very looking forward to eating this. Let's have a little look what it says about these. So they are they're acrylic paint markers, drawing on almost any surface: canvas, leather, concrete, glass, wood, to name a few. Water-based, opaque, high-quality acrylic ink, brilliant colour and results. And then the Pentel, unparalleled quality choice. Pentel bullet point marker is no exception, offering all the above with high durability, so more spiel. Low odour, water-resistant, long-lasting ink which dries fully permanent. And the cap is especially moulded so it won't roll, making it harder to lose. 4.2mm nib. Approximate line width of 2.1mm, thick and sturdy addition to your black marker collection. I feel like whatever we're going to do is going to be quite chunky. Oh yeah, it's a square lid, so that's what it's talking about. It's not going to roll. And of course these have got their little caps, so they're not going to roll away either. These are going to need priming. Let's have a little look through the Scrawlr Zine and see what it says in here. So Yono, drawing surface, suppliers menu, sweet treat, sticker, so that's everything that came here, the artist print. Just want to double check whilst I'm here. Yes, good job, Ericus. So I've commented previously multiple times about these featured artists using supplies beyond what actually come in the box, which actually for new artists just starting out, that can be quite off-putting. I know for some of us more experienced ones, you know, we tend to play around and mix everything together, but you know, being able to see what you can do with just the supplies that you've got, I think is really important. So good work, Ericus. And then we've got, go a little bit with the artists. Got some very nice work there actually, very graphic. I love this. Let's see what else we've got here. So things to try. I won't read that now. I'll do that in the next one. Scrawlr Gallery. Yes, this. Oh dear, this was those awful oil pastels that we had. There's some lovely pieces of artwork in here. Really like this one up here. This one's very nice as well. That subtle water up there. I think that's probably my favourite. Oh, it's Annie Claxton. Of course it is. Hi Annie. Anyone else I recognise on here? It's just Chloe. So just the two this time. Annie, I feel like Annie's been featured a few times. I follow Annie on Instagram as well. Love Annie's art. There's Art Effect, Mythical Reality, Scroll Away. And that's it for the Scrawlr Zine this time. So, I'm not going to bore you with priming these. I'm going to quickly prime all of these off camera and then we'll come back and we'll use this paper, we'll do some swatching and see just how well this all holds up. Okay, so I'm just bringing it back quickly because I've given these all a good shake. You know, I was priming this and then it actually came out quite quickly, which I was surprised about. Usually with the paint markers, with brands that I'm not so familiar with, outside of kind of Posca and Molotow, they can take quite a while to prime. These ones, super quick, and they are, well, at least this one that I've done so far, it's very saturated and wet as well. So I hold out high hopes for these. So nice colour. It is very wet, so actually I can pick up this whole piece. So it means that it's quite textured, and unfortunately, can already see just by doing that the paper has buckled slightly on the back. So I'm I'm worried about the integrity of the paper when we actually start laying down more paint and covering the surface. However, whilst I'm priming some more of these, I'll just let you know that I did decide to go onto Amazon and see if I could find these markers, and actually, yes, I could. Not this exact colour, but 6 Marabou Yono markers are currently on Amazon for £21.20. So that's for kind of a standard set of colours. You know, you've got your primaries plus green, white and black. Again, this is primed super quickly. So this is a different set of colours. So whilst the price is not quite accurate for 6 markers, I think we can give them the benefit of the doubt with the fact that actually, you know, this is a different set of colours and they're not the ordinary ones that you might expect to have. Yeah, as I say, priming quite quickly as we go through. I could probably do multiples of these as well. But so far, quite happy, except of course with the paper. I've said this before, that I use the supplies that come in this scrawler, but this white is taking longer, but that's usually the case with white. Yeah, I've said before that I always only use the supplies that come in the box for doing the scrawler challenge. However, I can already tell that this paper is so bad that I am going to leave it to you guys. I'm going to let you make the decision. Do I use the paper that's in here in order to do the scrawler challenge, or do I use something more appropriate? Do I use maybe a mixed media paper? In fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let's be time efficient and do 3 at once. Yeah, do I use a mixed media paper instead, and maybe do something that I'm going to be a little bit more happy with, because I can already tell this paper and these pens are already primed. There we go. As I say, white takes a while, but everything else is super quick. I can already tell this is going to be a massive problem with these pens. They're very nice pens. I'd like to try these on canvas, actually. There we go. That's all of the colours swatched out. I know we could mix these as well, but I'm just going to give this black a try. So this is, please don't sniff art supplies. I am a professional idiot. I do this so you don't have to. But yeah, that is very solvent based. So this post to these posts, I'm guessing that they do. It's the same barrel all the way down. Yes, they do. Oh, love a pen that posts. Right, okay. Yeah, that's what I would call a standard permanent marker. It's the kind of thing that kids, when I was at school, would use to graffiti bus stops and things. So, very familiar with this kind of thing. Does it go over? Oh, yes, it does. But I would have to wait for that to be really dry to be able to go over it. And it is taking a while to dry. Can I go the other way though? Can I go, for instance, because that is dry already. Yeah, nice, and that's very opaque. So you can layer them on top of each other. They do pick up each other's colours. Can I? Ooh, there's a lot of pink in that white. But if I do that and then take this pink, and while it's wet, yeah, I can kind of mix them together. It would be easier to go the other way and mix the pink into the white rather than the white into the pink. Oh wow, yeah. So look, I've got this wet, and can you see how much that paper is pilling up? In fact, let me really bring you in close so you can see. There we go. Right, there we go. It is just absolutely shredding that paper. You see all of this gumph that's come up. So this paper, definitely not the one, but it is what came in the supply box. So leave a comment down below. There we go. Leave a comment down below saying either scrawler paper or own paper, and I will, if it's own paper majority, I'll use some mixed media paper. If it's scrawler paper, I will use what has come in the box, but I'm leaving that decision down to you. Whilst you're there leaving a comment, don't forget to like and subscribe as well. It's always nice to have new people joining the channel. We do more than just ScrawlrBox here, we do lots of other things. I'm going to finish this lovely cup of tea, hold on. So that is our ScrawlrBox for October. Actually, really like the paint pens. I really like the paint pens actually. I think the colours are a lovely set, particularly those ones. That's a very me colour palette, and I think those two complement it well. I'm going to very much enjoy this. It is gluten free. Is it suitable for vegetarians? I don't know. I will check that out. I'm sure it is. I'm definitely going to enjoy this. Andrew's not getting any of this time. Sorry, Andrew. Yeah, that's going in my tummy. As always, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed today's video, and until next time, goodbye.